Y'all, I think Sunny acts and speaks the way she does because her forehead look like this. I'm sorry. I know we're not supposed to talk about people's looks, but I saw this picture on Twitter and I just had to use it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. But Sunny, you don't even make sense. And we're going to get into it. Anyway, let's talk about Love of Marriage Huntsville, y'all. Welcome back to the channel. I'm your girl, Brandy Yvonne, here at the Brandy Yvonne channel. We do fun reviews, recaps, and discussions of all of our favorite shows. It's Saturday night. It's late on a Saturday night. So we're going to talk about Love and Marriage Huntsville. This is season 8, episode 8. Sunni's Destiny has arrived. I think that was the title. Thank y'all for subscribing to the channel. I just got a notification of a sub right now. So shout out to y'all. Thank y'all, for continuing commenting. Make sure you comment on this video. Let me know what y'all thought of this episode. Share the video where you'd like to share your content. And hit that thumbs up button for me because it's definitely helps to push the videos through the algorithms and support this channel. It's still very much a growing channel, okay? So let's talk about the episode. I'm gonna try to give y'all all the energy because I'm very, very tired, but I just wanted to get this video done. I will say this episode was entertaining. This is one of the better episodes of the season so far for me because y'all know the last few episodes I have not been feeling Love and Marriage Huntsville. I was getting a little bored. So I did actually enjoy this episode a lot. So basically, this episode picks up where they left off last week with Marsau versus Melody. Again, we love those scenes. So, Mel was pissed that Marsau said free Martell. She's like, you shouldn't even show me that. I want to whoop your ass in this store. I want to go off on you. Like, why would you say that? What are you thinking? And she was like, you're a man. Like, anytime you see DV, you should be calling in to check on me, checking on me and the kids. He was like, I didn't even know, what was going on. Like, and what it had to do with and da da da. And then he was like, anyway, if I would have reached out to you, you know what response I would have got? She's like, you would have got a response, like your number's in my cell phone. And so he was like, I would have got a who's this? And which I believe he would have. Come on, Mel. Now let's be real, girl. He would have. And so she was like, okay, well, you could have told your wife to reach out to me. And he was like, yeah, I could have told her. Like by the time we realized what it was like 2 years ago. And then he was like, plus, like, we haven't been reaching out to you all this time, so it's kind of weird. So then it would look like we being nosy. And again, this is kind of reminding me of the conversation that Mel had with Tisha and Kimmy a few weeks ago about them not reaching out. And this like weird expectation that Mel's having for people to reach out when it's like, girl, you're faking it. Like, I don't know. This show's weird. I know Carlos wants them to get along because it does help the show move forward. However, it's very awkward because you could tell they're not friends like that. I wouldn't expect them to reach out. Like for Mel to expect them to reach out like that, I don't know. It's a little unrealistic to me, but all right. We'll play along. So anywho, Martell was like, so Mel's like, we're trying to move forward. If we're moving forward, Martell's like, I don't feel like you're trying to move forward because you bringing up this and then it's that. And then next thing you know, Mel's like, well, this dude is your friend. And so Marcel's like, this dude you decided to marry. She's like, well, you know him before me. You know him longer than me. You know him longer than me. I feel like they cut something out because it jumped to that. But I was like, didn't Mel Martell meet in college? So I don't know when Marsau and Martell met, but I thought Martell met Mel before he met the Scotts. But correct me if I'm wrong in the comments because I can never remember the timeline of when everybody knows each other on this show. I'm very, very much confused. I was very much confused in this whole episode when people was explaining timelines. Confused. So I don't know. Anyway, Mel said moving forward, she wants the same respect from them. If anybody comes to them about Tisha, Marcel, Skull, she don't know nothing. She wants the same respect back from them. Then somehow we got on the topic of the millimeter. Now I'm not sure we got to the millimeters, but Marceau said, he brings up Mel's fans, the millimeters, and he was like, your fans, you're deplorable. Oh, because he said, I don't say anything about you. That's what he was saying. And then she was like, what? Like, you have said some stuff about me in the past when we were going through what we were going through. And so then he's like, no, you're fans of millimeters. They're deplorable. You be having them activated. They be doing all this stuff. You don't control them. And she's like, what? First of all, like, I don't even know them to control them. And she's like, you want to talk about that? She's like, let's talk about your mother-in-law who keeps saying stuff about me on the internet. And so she was like, no, how dare you? So she was getting even more pissed off. He's like, calm down, calm down. And she's getting more pissed off and she stormed out. Excuse me. She told T Lady T was good. Marcel was like, so Mel's like, no, just like I know. And basically Mel saying, that your mother-in-law, Miss Wanda, be going off and you don't have control over her the same way you think that I'm, telling my millimeters to go off on y'all kind of thing. And so she stormed out. Marcel told the lady that, don't worry, I'm gonna pay for her tea because she left without paying. You know how they do, they get loud, they leave without paying. I was like, Marcel, you ain't right for that. But anyway, Marcel said he feels like Mel was running away literally and figuratively. However, he does take in consideration what she said about Miss Wanda. All right. So moving on, then we see the next scene with Stormi and Destiny. I don't remember when they became best of friends, but now they are best of friends. And they met up, they checking in, how's Law, how's little Chase, is his name Chase or Chess? I don't know, but he's super cute. Anyway, they checking in and all that. They talking about, Stormi's asking Destiny about the Sunni and Moses and all that good stuff. And so, first she's talking about Mel because she said, she met with Mel the other day. She's like, what's up with you and Mel? Destiny says nothing is there. It's pretty much dead. And so Stormi's like, well, I thought it was going to be like that with me and her as well. So, but I went to her Lovers and Friends event. Went to the podcast. Sorry, she went to the podcast with Carlos King and everything was cool. And they had, met up. And so she said that she was letting Mel know that she was going to have Martell model in the event, in the Lovers and Friends event. And so she said she was going to come. And so Destiny's like, why you even invite them? So Stormi's thing is like, it's a Lovers and Friends thing. She wants people to come in love. And she inviting everybody. Destiny did make a comment in her confessional about Mel can wants everybody else to operate in black and white, but she can operate in gray. And she called her Corella DeVille. Because Destiny was, are you sure, Stormi, like she was giving real energy or fake energy? Because Mel can give like fake energy, I'm surprised that Mel and Stormi are okay as well because they did have their little falling out. But it's fine. So anyway, then Stormi let Destiny know that she invited Sunni and Moses to the event. And so Destiny says she didn't feel no type of way about it. Stormi asked her like what exactly was going on with that. So she's explaining it, and she feels like Moses basically got hurt in his feelings when she pulled back and he used Sunni to hurt her. And she was like, so they're kind of like making fun of him being all in his feelings and all that. And so Stormi just want to make sure everybody know who coming because she don't want to issue like they had on Valentine's Day. Oh, and they also talked about how they came so far from that event and how, they think they would be friends now. Because remember at good old Valentine's and they was like, what's up? And they was about to fight. And Stormi's mom didn't like Destiny at first. And I guess she likes her now. She's like, I didn't like you when you tried to throw a chair at my baby. Anyway, I'm not mad at, I'm glad that Destiny and Stormi are friends now. So then the next thing we see are the Scotts. So we didn't have Kimmy and Maurice in this episode at all. Excuse me, y'all. So anyway, so Letitia comes by the office and MJ is there. Now, I'm not sure if MJ is related to them or not, but she is like their chief of staff manager, and she's in the real estate, and she's going to be managing one of their projects. So she's nervous about doing it, but, they're giving her encouraging words. She goes to leave to go check in at Black. And so I guess it's like her 1-year wedding anniversary, so they were congratulating her. She's a very pretty lady. Anyway, so Marcel's like, oh yeah, I met up with your girl, Letitia. So she's like, who, Mel? And he's like, yeah. She's like, oh, she had to get me together the way she got you and Kimmy together. And then she's like, oh, I feel like she just trying to, come at, talk to everybody. Like they was like kind of Marcel and Tisha had me cracking up because their attitude was like they was not studying Mel. They did not care. They was like, we're gonna do this scene, but We really don't care what you got to say, Mel. That's what the energy they were giving. So I was hollering. So anyway, he was saying, the things that Mel said when they met up about the whole text message thing and what Marcel said in a statement. And so Tisha's like, yeah, she did bring it up. And I told her what you said. She's like, I didn't think it was a big deal, like anything worth getting upset about. I could see how Mel would be upset when Marcel was saying free Martell. I don't think Mel needed to take it. Okay, I don't want anyone to take this the wrong way because what Martell did was horrible. Horrible, 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 horrible. But at the end of the day, Marcel is more Martell's friend than he is Mel's friend. So I wouldn't be shocked if he would say something. Not that Martell deserves any support. Let me say that. I'm not saying Martell deserves any support. He's dead wrong. And Marcel and any man should not be supporting him at all. And Marcel told Mel he said he was praying for her, the statement or something. I don't know. Anyway, Marcel, you should have just not have said anything. Okay. You should just not have said anything. Am I surprised he said free Martell though? No, because at the end of the day, he's probably more friends with Martell than he is Marcel. And that's the point I'm trying to make. Not that he should be supporting Martell, so do not twist my words, y'all. I'm not in any way saying that Marcel or any man should be supporting Martell's actions and what he did to get himself arrested. No way. But what I am saying is I'm not surprised that he would say free Martell because Martell is more of a friend. He's probably closer to Martell than he is Mel. And so I don't think that, I don't know. It's just hard. This whole thing is complicated. I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to waste my energy on that. Anywho, so Letitia did downplay it all, which I don't think that's right as well. So anyway, they brought up, Mel's horrible fans and all that. And so, they were saying how he was saying, yeah, she was trying to say, like, you could have texted me and all this stuff. And Tisha's like, and we've called and texted her. She don't reply. She's like, I'm not about to be chasing you down. And Marcel was like, oh, yeah, she was acting like her phone number was a Super Bowl trophy or something. They was talking so much trash on Mel. I was like, y'all wrong for that. So anyway, but I do believe, Mel, I believe it's two things true at the same time. Mel, you don't be answering people calls or texts. That's why they're not going to call and text you. But Marcel, you should not even gave any kind of statement to that situation either. And Mel's friends are out of control because they got brought up in over almost every dang scene, and they proved to be crazy when we got to the end with Stormi situation. So millimeters almost deserved a check for this episode. Anywho, they started talking about the millimeters, Marsau and Letitia. And so they're saying how, Mel was saying she can't control her fans. And Letitia's like, no, I don't believe that. And they get activated. And so Marcel was like, well, she did say one thing that's a concern for me because she brought up your mom and how your mom says stuff on social media. He's like, I don't know. I don't follow them. And so Letitia's like, yeah, I've tried to tell my mom not to do things or say anything about Mel. And so Marcel's like saying, well, if we can't, basically Mel saying, she can't control her friends, we can't control Miss Wanda. And so Letitia doesn't buy it. She's like, oh, she's deflecting and all this. And she's like, no, because she be activating her friends and they get activated. I don't know that Mel directly activates them, but she definitely probably influences them and indirectly activates them. I don't think she says anything directly like go after Letitia, Destiny, all that, but I think they do it in the name of defending her for sure. So anyway, Letitia's not having that. Marcel said he can, agree with what Mel was saying. Of course he does. He's gonna always agree with Mel over his own wife. Thanks, Marcel. Ugh, despicable. Anyway, moving on from that scene. I spent way too long on that. Now we get on to the Lovers and Friends ball. So Trish and Ken get there, and basically Stormi tells them, what they're gonna be doing, and with the oil and all that. Trish is not really here for it, but they're gonna get it done. Her body looks good. I don't know why she's tripping, and I like the bob on her. Anyway, so we get everybody arriving to the party. Miss Nell gets there. She's like, "What is all this?" So then, Stormi got on her Ronnie wig again, and so everybody gets there. Sunni in her forehead, as well as Moses and his red jacket are there. Now everybody looked like they were at different events. Okay, I was like, what is happening here? What event? Ms. Nell and Chris was at a different event than Sunni and Moses. I was like, what's happening with wardrobe? Okay, what was this? Is it gala attire? Is it cocktail attire? I don't know. Is it club attire? I don't know. So anywho, I should turn my fan on as I burn it up, but I'm gonna try to get through the video anyway. So Ms. Nell comes to talk to Stormi. And then, Sunni and Moses came in at one point. So Chris and Nell talking to them. And she's like, yes, ma'am. Nice to meet you. So I guess so at first I was thinking, oh, they probably don't know each other. But then then I was like, well, no, they would have to know each other if Sunni was a producer. But they said they met at Martell's wine tasting event last year. So maybe Sunni was off the show by the time Chris and Nell were really on the show. I don't know with the timelines again, y'all. So Miss Nell and Sunni go speak, and Miss Nell's like, "Oh yeah, girl, I want to know what's really going on." She's trying to get to the bottom of it. She was like, "Well, were you talking to Destiny when she was with Moses?" So Sunni is telling her version of the story that don't make no sense, and she was like, "Oh, I didn't start talking to him till a year later, and it was this time." And Miss Nell was like, "Well, weren't you guys ever like all together at a party or dinner or something?" Because I feel like Miss Nell already knew. And she was like, no, we did go to her birthday dinner, but it was a big group of people there. It wasn't nothing like that. And so Miss Dale was like, well, you never filmed. He was never here with you, here filming with you guys or anything like that. And so, you guys live with each other in St. Louis. So I could see how like it's not exactly, such a bad thing. And this and else, like, I don't agree with it. I don't think it's totally cool, but I know you can't help who you fall in love with. She was like, hell, I fell in love. She's like, I'm not God. Like, basically, I don't got no heaven or hell to put you in. I feel like Miss Nell was letting Sunni get away easy, though. So Miss Nell went to talk to Stormi and was telling her, because Sunni was complaining about the fact that she didn't like how Destiny did a podcast interview about what was going on. And so Miss Nell was telling Stormi that. And she felt, because I guess Sunni felt like Destiny was trying to get revenge. And if she was in her right. Anyway, so Stormi and Miss Nell was like, we don't feel like Destiny is vengeful like that. And so they were like, child, we don't know. We're going to mind our business and watch our husbands, child. So anyway, then Destiny came in. Now, I like the concept of her outfit. I didn't like the way it laid on her body. Because I kept looking like it. At first, I liked it. Then I saw how it fit all up in here, and I didn't particularly like it. I think if the chest would not have been out or cut differently up here, it would have been nicer. I like the back out. I like the way that looked, but the front was weird. Anyway, so Destiny came in. Sunni said she didn't want there to be, anyone side on her weirdly at the party, so she wanted to pull. Oh, my clothes are done in the dryer. She wanted to pull Stormi to the side, or Destiny to the side. These damn names, child. So anywho, she asked Stormi for a private room so they could talk. So Stormi don't want to repeat of Valentine's Day, so she's like, let me find them a area. So Sunni went up to Destiny's like, girl, can I talk to you for a second? Destiny was like, oh, she really didn't want to. She wanted to slap her, but she went on and talk to her. So they go in the room and talk, right? And Sunni is saying, like, I didn't appreciate how, instead of coming to talk to me, I tried to reach out to you. You didn't respond to any of my calls or texts. And Destiny's like, why would I? And so I guess Sunni had tried to reach out to her before she put her wedding photos out. So they are married. And so she's like, but instead of trying to have a conversation with me, you went and did a podcast and said all this stuff, and I didn't like that. So Destiny's like, I'm a public figure. I have a right to go on any platform and talk about my life if I want to. And Sunny's like, oh, well, you're off the show, so you're not a public figure anymore. And I was like, dang, girl, shade of it all. So Destiny's like, the title don't go away just because you off the show. I said, that's right, girl. You better say you a public figure, Destiny. That is right. So Sunni feels like Destiny was spreading lies about her, calling her a side chick. And she's like, I was never a side chick. You're trying to say I was a side chick. So Destiny's asking her, okay, when did you get with Moses? They talking about that stupid timeline, which I'm tired of it. And so Sunni was like, well, had all these other women anyway at the time. When he was with you, he had all these other women anyway. So Destiny is like, well, what does that say about you? What I'm saying? Like, Sunni, you sound dumb as hell because she keeps saying, well, he had this. You were not the only one. You were the side chick. Then what were you? If you were with him at the same time or around the same time or near the same time, that make you a side chick also, Sunni. Like, that don't make you better. Like, this the fact that this lady thinks that it makes her better. And side note, she was talking to Miss Nell. And she said, you know, when he first started approaching her, whenever they met in St. Louis, and she was shutting him down because of the situation. She didn't want to look weird, but then he was very persistent, and she felt like this could be her blessing and her husband, and she didn't want to block her blessing. I said, girl, you think God will bless you that way? God don't bless no mess. God is not a God of confusion. Like, girl, no, this is not a blessing. And somebody on Twitter said some people think their blessing is really their karma. And I was like, yep, that's right. But girl, if you think this is what God got for you, all right. I ain't judging. Anyway, I mean, I am judging because you are a trifling mess, actually. I'm judging. I'm judging. Anyway, so back to the conversation with Destiny. So they going back and forth about timeline, side chick, side chick, side chick. I didn't like you said that. You said that. You spreading rumors. Destiny kept trying to call Sunni a side chick as well. You a side chick. Sunni said, I ain't no side chick. B. Destiny said, I'm not your B. And I was like, I know that's right, girl. And so then Sunni was saying, well, he was with his wife for all these years. He's with his wife since he was 17 years old. He was married. So you were with her all this time. So Sunni, Destiny was like, first of all, I met him 15 years ago, way before you were in the picture. He was, and she's like, when he got married, he was in divorce, he was in prison. So I'd have no contact with him. I was like, Moses had been locked up too. Destiny, what did you fighting for, child? Anyway, so they going back and forth again about side chick, side chick. Destiny didn't like some rumor that Sunni spread because she's making it like it's overlap between Destiny and the wife and saying Destiny was a side chick, and Sunni saying, well, he had all these other women, you were not the only one. And Sunni said in her confessional that earlier in the episode when she was talking to Miss Nell that, you know, people in Huntsville have it mixed up. We have it mixed up because we think that Destiny and Moses were an exclusive couple when they were together, and they were not. What else would we think, Sunni? Anyway, she also was, you know, happy Miss Nell was having a pleasant conversation with her, even though she knows that Miss Nell is Destiny's friend. Anyway, back to the main event with Destiny and Sunni. Like I said, they going back and forth, side chick, side chick. Destiny didn't like that, you know, she was spreading rumors and making it like there was overlap, or making it like she was with the wife, you know, with him with the wife. And so Sunny's like, was I a side chick to y'all? No, I was not a side chick to y'all. And so Destiny was like, girl, like you, okay, girl, you won the prize. Because Destiny got fed up. She's like, okay, you got the prize. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. My favorite saying. And that's exactly what happened here. So go on, have your prize, girl. And so Sunni, Destiny's walking out. She's like, girl, I'm not about to be talking to those stupid people. Like, girl, goodbye. She was like, anyway, he was sleeping with everybody around St. Louis. And so so Sunny's like, no, he like not, that was this and that. She was like, not with me. She was like, so Destiny kept saying, what do you think that says about you? You sound dumb. Like, if he had all these other women and you were there too, like that make you a side chick also. Like, I just don't get it. I don't get it. Anyway, Sunni was like, girl, I ain't got time for this. She good. So she went back down to the table with Moses, and she told him, like, you know, I just wanted to clear the air with her, and she wanted to talk to you. She wanted to go to podcast, and I want her to say it to me. And she was like, you know what? She dropped the ball, and I picked it up, and I scored. I said, score what? Girl, you sound dumb as hell. What did you score? A man that sound like he illiterate? What did you score? And so anyway, she was like, you know what, we can go. This party, you know, it's cool or whatever, but we can go. And this sandwich ain't even good. So they left. And I was glad they left because they were giving very much negative energy. Anyway, Martell came. I said, Martell, aren't you supposed to be performing? What's going on? Martell came in his suit. And so Destiny was saying, you know, telling him how Sunni and Moses were there, and how, you know, he was like, oh, you didn't punch her or pour drinking in her face? And she was like, no, I'm trying to grow. And she was like, I need you to be my bodyguard though. And so she was like, I don't even know why they're here. And so Martell was like, oh, they don't know Stormi and Courtney like that. She was like, no, like they don't really need to even be there. So Anyway, Martell goes to speak with Trish and Ken, and so Ken said he gonna address the issues that he has with Martell. You know how Martell's trying to make it like something going on with Trish, so he gonna address that another time. So Trish is telling Martell, he flaked out. Martell's like, nah, my body would have been looking like his, and I would have did it, but nah, I wasn't ready. And so Martell tells us in the confessional that he felt like his dad bod wasn't ready, so that's why he's not going up there. If he would have, his body would have been better prepared, he would have went up there. Now, mind you, we took a suit jacket off, we could see his arms bulging through his shirt. So I was like, well, nothing looked wrong with your body to me, Martell, but okay. Anyway, like I get body image, but I'm not buying Martell's body is just so out of shape. So Stormi says she was shocked and kind of disappointed that Martell did not, participate in her, oil rub down event because, everyone was looking forward to seeing his body, which I feel like everybody probably was. And so she was like, and the girls looking forward to rubbing him down. And she feels like the body thing was an excuse. She said, in her opinion, she thinks that he probably just had stage fright, which he does. We saw that at the Black Business Expo. He didn't want to speak. So I think Martell definitely has stage fright. He does not like giving speeches. He does not like being the center of attention, but he wasn't going to have to say anything. All he's going to have to do was get rubbed down, but whatever. Martell, you might as well not even came. Side note, I didn't see any of the Scots at the Lovers and Friends Ball. I'm not sure if they were there or not. Anyway, also, I can hear Miguel playing in the background. I hope y'all got clearance for that on Carlos King. Anyway, you could hear it faintly if you listen carefully. So Tisha and not Tisha, child, Destiny, it's too many names and it's late. Tisha, Destiny, Lord, not Tisha. Tisha was not there. We didn't see her. Destiny and Miss Nell go outside, and Miss Nell's telling Destiny everything that she talked about with Sunni. And so Destiny's like, no, I invited her she's kind of giving Miss Nell a little bit of the timeline, saying that her and Moses were friends and all that. And she's like, no, I invited her to my birthday. Like, that's how she met Moses. She's like, it was me, her, Moses, her dude, her accountant. She's like, matter of fact, she was sitting right next to Moses. And so Miss Nell's like, oh, she was trying to make it like it was a big party with a bunch of people. And she was like, I shouldn't have gave her the benefit of the doubt. I should have talked to you first, girl. I already knew. And so Destiny ultimately says that, he did this to hurt me because I pulled away. Like, was him trying to hurt me. And she kind of got emotional. And Miss Nell said, that's not a good man. And so she's like, you're hurt, aren't you, Destiny? And she's like, yes, I am. She's like, he was my friend. Like, I can't believe he did that. And she was like, as fine as he is, we all say he's fine. Everybody been saying Moses is fine. Although the more he talk and the more I see what he does, he ain't that fine to me anymore. But anyway, and she said, but all the women in St. Louis, and then that's who you had to choose. She was like, he did it to hurt me. But Destiny said, it is what it is. Of course she's hurt. She gonna feel what she gonna feel, but life will go on. And I feel bad for Destiny in this moment. I know some of y'all don't like Destiny. I don't have an issue with Destiny. I didn't like her when she first came on the show, but I don't have any issue with Destiny. I hope that, she finds love with the right person. Don't put your hope in somebody to save you. Save yourself, girl. Also, that was messed up what happened to her, but she also has to take accountability for any part she played in it as well. But Sunni and Moses will get theirs as well. So, and anyway, girl, you dodged a bullet, Destiny. You definitely dodged a bullet, girl. You don't want nobody like that. Also, Destiny, I'm tired of this storyline. Where is your ex-husband? Where's Law Daddy at? Is it LeBaric, Chicken Man? I want to know what's going on with that. That's what I want to know what's going on. Are you still gagged and you can't speak about that situation? Like, that's what I want to know about. Anyway, I don't know what kind of legal papers he got. Moving on. We wish Destiny the best. Anyway, but again, I hope she has more storyline than this for the rest of the season. Moving on, they did show the scene where, Ken is rubbing the body oil down on Trisha. It was a good little scene. I was like, oh, okay, it's getting hot and steamy. I liked it. So Lovers and Friends Ball looked like it was a success. I did like the decorations. It looked very pretty. It had a lot going on, but it looked very nice. Apparently the sandwich just wasn't good according to Forehead back there. Anyway, last scene we get is Stormi is at the house. Her and the baby, is his name Chess or Chase? He's so cute, and the babysitter. So he's watering the plants. Courtney comes home. He said he was at the warehouse and the cops came looking for Stormi. So she was like, "Oh, you playing?" He's like, "You might want to get your lawyer on the line." So the lawyer said there's a warrant out, two warrants, I think he said, for Stormi's arrest for harassing communications and disorderly conduct. And I was like, ain't that the same thing, harassing communications that Martell got arrested for? I said, that Huntsville, they don't play about them communications, honey. So I was like, dang, everybody get arrested down there. Sheesh. So basically what happened is this lady, blogger, Millimeter, she was going to every like warehouse or location that Stormi had, and she rolled up at Stormi's warehouse while she was outside, and Stormi said she did feel violated. And the reason why I guess she got the charges is because she cursed the lady out. And so the babysitter's like, but she was in your place of business and disrespecting you, but you're getting a charge. I'm like, yeah, that's crazy. So I guess the lady filed charges on Stormi. Now I don't know what all Stormi did to the lady besides cursing her out. I don't know if she put hands on her or anything like that. But basically now, excuse me, Stormi now has to turn herself in, and she's crying. She's upset. Like, this is not how my life is supposed to go. Like, if I get, pulled over or anything, they can arrest me anytime. So she got to go turn herself in. I was like, dang, that sucks. And I'm like, y'all millimeters got that much time in y'all hands that y'all going down to people's businesses like that? Like, I know, and I saw a lot. I was looking on Twitter just to see what people were saying. And there was a lot of people saying like, oh, millimeters, we don't do that, or we're not getting activated, or name one time when Melody said like to activate or all that. And I could tell it was the millimeters. Based on some of the tweets, I could tell it was y'all. And I was like, Stormi's situation proves everybody's point of what they're saying on the episode. Hate them or love them, right or wrong. But that situation, like, that's too far. Like, and it's not even just millimeters, it's all the crazy fans of this show. Like, y'all don't know these people in real life. You never gonna meet them. I'm never gonna meet Marsau, Tisha, Destiny, Mel, Martell, Kimmy, Marie. I'm never gonna meet these people. Unless I happen to go to Huntsville and go down the Black, maybe. But why am I going to Huntsville? So we ain't never gonna meet these people. Like, y'all take stuff too far. That's crazy. Like, that sucks for Stormi. Hopefully she could beat this case. I don't know all the ins and outs of it. Somebody on Twitter told me the name of the YouTuber who was the one who did it. I'm not gonna say it on camera because I don't want no smoke with nobody with my little channel over here. It is not that serious to me. It is really not. I'm just doing this for entertainment purposes only, y'all. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all thought of the episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share. And y'all turn on y'all bell notifications for the uploads so y'all can, stay on top of it with me. And I'll talk to y'all again soon.